Do you want to run further? Do you want to bike farther? Do you want to swim like you're Michael Phelps? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain muscle? Do you want to lower your blood pressure? Well, we have the solution here at MyStats. My name is Jeffrey Baker, and I want to talk to you about our company, MyStats. MyStats is a technology company focused on the health and wellness industry. It is our goal to use existing data sources such as the Fitbit, the Apple Watch, the Garmin, take that data and through our proprietary system, give users recommendations and steps they can take to improve their lives, improve their fitness, improve their health. During this presentation today, we're going to go over the problems we see in the current marketplace, our solution, our financial viability, our target market, our management team, our milestones, and why we think you would be interested. So let's first go over the problems we see with the current market offering. We see information overload, statistics without recommendations, and a lack of customization. The current major market players are Fitbit, Garmin, Apple Watch, and FitnessPal. All these wearables, applications, they allow users to know what is their heart rate, how many steps have they taken, how much water are they drinking. Users can also input other additional information about themselves, such as physical activity they've done that maybe the app does not track quite as well, like yoga, bicycling, swimming. But what these applications do not do is they don't take the information and give the users feedback on, okay, you're doing really great, but here's some additional things you can do to improve your fitness, improve your health, improve your life. Here are some additional things that you can do to keep going on the right track. So that is the reason why we've developed our company, MyStats. MyStats is first and foremost a mobile application focused on the nutritional and fitness industry. Our goal is to align user data using existing sources such as the Fitbit and the Apple Watch with goals and recommendations, steps that users can implement in their lives to improve whatever they want to improve. Do they want to gain muscle? Do they want to lose weight? Do they want to lower their blood pressure? We're going to look at what you're doing currently and come up with a plan for you to achieve your goals. These plans will fit people's lives. We know people don't have 3, 4, 5 hours a day to work out, think about their health. So these recommendations are going to be incremental steps that people see a positive impact on their health and their lives. This smart application will continually adjust as more data is known and it gets a better feel of the user and what is working, what is not working. It will continually adjust the plan. And we also want to partner with restaurants to customize plans for users and make it easier for them to stay on track. We know a lot of people don't have time to cook a healthy meal. So we're going to partner with restaurants who are going to agree to make specific tailor meals for MyStats and sell it to our customers. As far as our revenue sources, we see 3 main channels that we're going to make money. The first one is mobile application advertising. On the free version, we're going to sell and market our product to fitness centers, health food stores, healthy restaurants to get their word out there that they're available, and that we believe those are good partnerships that people using our app would want to know these companies exist and would want to get more information. So we're going to get advertising through that. The second one is going to be a paid subscription with an ad-free experience. It's going to be a one-time $20 charge for this. And basically, if you prefer an ad-free experience, you can get the paid subscription. And then the third one is commission from restaurant partnerships. we don't plan on having any kind of upfront fee with our restaurant partners. Rather, we're going to try to do an easier sell and say, come work with us. We'll get you a platform, to get your meals sold to people that want healthy options. And then we will take a percentage, 15% of every meal that you get as a result of our application as a commission. Expenses. A big upfront expense is going to be mobile application development. We need to hire a team of very skilled computer scientists to develop the app, as well as fitness people to ensure that we're considering the correct inputs when we're doing the app. Rent, utilities, and operating expenses, we feel these are going to be relatively low to begin with. Since we are a mobile app, we don't need a ton of office space to start. Some of the work can probably be done telecommuting. So we're going to try to reduce that expense as much as we can in the beginning phases and kind of reduce our footprint. Marketing and customer acquisition, and then continuing application revisions and refinements. In order for this app to be successful, as I mentioned before, it needs to be smart. It needs to adjust based on user data. And the more user data we have, the better and more precise we can make our recommendations. And in order to do that, the application and the proprietary data that underlies our recommendations needs to be continually relooked and refined to provide the best experience possible for MyStat users. Here you can see our break-even analysis. We estimate our fixed cost per month is $12,130. Variable cost is about $5,500. We have a contribution margin of $2.03, and we estimate that break-even users to begin with is about 8,688 people using MyStats. Anything more than that, we would be running into a profit, and that is ultimately the goal of our company. So when we look at the industry analysis, we see that in the fitness industry, it's a growing industry, it's a healthy industry. There's solid year-over-year growth, and the dark blue is wearables. That, the growth is a little bit more flat. On the application side, that is what's contributing to a lot of the growth in this segment. And when we were determining, what is the best need, what is the greatest need for consumers, we thought it really was in this mobile application space. And so when we looked at it, we thought the industry was ready and there was a good opportunity for another player to provide a service not currently being offered in the marketplace. As far as our target market, we're targeting the demographic age between 25 and 55 with above average income. These are individuals who are health focused, training for something, training for a bike race, training for a marathon, really important that they fuel their body the right way. And then people with special dietary needs. If you have a gluten intolerance, if you're diabetic, these type of people, we feel like our application could be really valuable to them in their lives. And then some potential focus areas are the U.S. military, as I mentioned earlier, diabetics, professional athletes, and endurance athletes. Okay, so for our strategic position, MyStats' goal is to be a leading technological company focused on the nutritional and fitness industries. Our strengths will be in providing a technology which helps users live a happier and healthier life. And we find, there's going to be opportunities in the future to potentially expand into the wearable market. If we feel like the data currently being outputted by the Apple Watch, the Garmin, the Fitbit is not meeting our consumers' needs, we might look into developing our own app that could track some more stuff such as glucose levels, hormone, levels, blood pressure. At this point, we felt like to begin with, the application is what we wanted to focus on. We thought the wearable was maybe going to increase our startup cost to such a great degree that it was maybe more of an opportunity to focus on the wearable market further down the road. When we look at our weakness, one of our weaknesses is branding. People have never heard of our company, so it's going to be very important from the onset that we build good relationships and that we get our name out there to the consumer. There is going to be some substantial upfront marketing cost to get MyStats name out there in the marketplace, but we hope that once people begin to use our application, that word of mouth will help to drive a lot of our business. And then we also are facing potential threats from large competition. You know, Apple, Fitbit, they have a lot of resources at their disposal. And if they see that our app is beginning to gain traction, they might try to imitate our product offering. And, you know, they have the brand recognition that if they were to do that, it could pose a potential threat to our business model. As far as our management team, Shalisa Fields and Sean Morrison, they were the ones who came up with the idea for MyStats, and they will also serve as our Chief Executive Officer and Chief Operating Officer. They're both Masters in Business Administration graduates from Washington State University. We have Jeffrey Baker. He's also an MBA from WSU. He will serve as the Chief Technology Officer, the technical direction, the mobile application development. And then Miroslav Mitic, he's our Chief Financial Officer. He'll be in charge of, you know, seeking out investment as well as managing our day-to-day expenses to ensure that, you know, we are considering our investors and that, you know, we're running our business in a cost-effective manner. As far as our milestone plan, we performed our feasibility analysis back in May of 2018. At that point, we determined that MyStats was a viable business. And as a result of that decision, we developed a full business plan, which we completed in September of 2018. Currently, we're seeking funding from investors, and we're hoping to hire some key talent this month. In January, we're hoping to secure our initial partnerships with restaurants in the Seattle area. That's where this app will first begin with the restaurant partnerships. The app will be available nationwide, but due to the cost and the labor intensiveness, as far as our restaurant partnerships, those will begin in the Seattle area. We're hoping to have our product design completed in February of 2019, our market testing completed in March of 2019, and go live with the app in April of 2019. And then another goal is 100,000 in revenue reached, and we projected that to be in December of 2019. As far as social responsibility and sustainability, MyStats is committed to providing employees with a fair wage and 100% health coverage for them and their families. We want to donate time in the classrooms to educate our youth on nutrition and fitness. This is a low-cost way for our startup to have a really big positive effect in the communities that we're active in, and also provide a big impact. We also want to implement recycling and compost programs within our office space and encourage and offer 50% subsidy for mass transit use for our employees. Finally, renewable energy. Where feasible, we will look at options of solar, wind to power our operations. So the reason why we're here today is we need your help in getting MyStats off the ground. And we are seeking a $1.5 million initial investment. The investor will receive a 30% share in MyStats, and we believe that that will be a good investment because as we grow our market valuation, will continue to increase, and eventually our plan is to sell the company um, to a group with more resources who can even further develop MyStats.
I want to thank you for your time today. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me. We will provide everyone a copy of our business plan, and we hope that this answers any questions that were not covered in our presentation today.